we got Uncharted, which is of course based on a popular video game franchise, starring Tom Holland as the Tyro, as the role of Nate Drake, with Mark Wahlberg as Sully. Like I say, these shows have looked really decent. They look fun, and also I'm really interested to see where they're gonna take this new film at. They've been trying to get an Uncharted movie autographed for years, so hopefully it, pan out here. So could be really cool. Anyway, also out this week we got the new movie Dog. Here's what this is about. Now it stars and is directed by Chinatown. And with a dog named Lulu by his side, Army Ranger Briggs races down the Pacific coast to make it to a soldier's funeral on time. Along the way, Briggs and Lulu drive each other completely crazy, break a handful of laws, narrowly evade death, and learn to let down their guards to have a fighting chance of finding happiness. Now this actually looks really decent. I like Channing Tatum as an actor, so really look forward to see this one. The dog looks really cute, so I think this could be a really decent family film worth checking out. Also, out this week, we got a new werewolf movie called The Curse, which stars Boyd Holbrook in it. And here's what this is about. Ruined 19th century France, a mysterious, possibly supernatural menace dreads a small vintage. So John McBride, a pathologist, comes to town to investigate the danger and exercise some of his own demons in the process. This looks really cool. It looks creepy. Always love a good werewolf movie, so I think this could be really interesting. Now, my anticipated movie out this week is, of course, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is a new installment of the Massacre franchise, where influencers looking to breathe new life into a Texas ghost town encounter Leatherface, the legendary killer who wears a mask of human skin. And this looks awesome. The whole scene where where Leatherface is killing people on YouTube Live looks really cool. The gore stuff looks decent. I think this looks like we a really cool Leatherface movie. Alright, also on Netflix we got the new movie Fistful of Vengeance, where a revenge mission becomes a fight to save the world from an ancient threat when superpowered assassin Kai tracks the killer Japan Kai. Now this is actually based on the Netflix series Wu Assassin, so there's that. It looks really cool. I mean, you've got Iko Uwais from Raid fame, the guy from the recent Andrew Koji, I think, is also in this show. It looks really cool. Could be interesting, I guess. Alright, also on Netflix, we got the new movie, the documentary called Down for the Case Against Boeing. An investigation into two Boeing 737 MAX crashes that killed 346 people, exploring both the root causes and the human cause. Now this looks like it could be really interesting documentary, so could be cool. Alright, also we got a movie called The Ledge, where a rock climbing adventure between two friends turned into a terrifying nightmare after Kelly, played by Brittany Ashworth, captures the murder of her best friend on camera. She becomes the new target of a tight-knit group of friends who will stop at nothing to destroy the evidence and anyone in their way. Looks like a really cool film. Looks pretty intense, so could be interesting. Alright, we got a movie called Ted K, which is actually pretty much about the this bomber named Ted Kaczynski, who lives a life of quiet seclusion in a wooden cabin in the mountain of Montana. His growing contempt for technology and modern society soon leads an act of sabotage and deadly bombing attacks. So, yeah, this looks really interesting. You got Shota Copley starring this. Looks really cool. Looks really intense too, so there's that as well. We got Pursuit, which stars John Cusack and Emile Hirsch, where Detective Breslin crosses paths with Calloway, a ruthless hacker who's trying to save his kidnapped wife from a drug cartel. When Calloway escapes from police custody, Breslin joins forces with a no nonsense cop to reclaim his prisoner. This looks pretty bad. John Cusack has been in some questionable films lately, so yeah. We got a banquet about a widow mother who is originally tested when her teenage daughter insists a superpower experience has left her body in service to a higher power. Looks really interesting. Looks creepy and all. It is IFC Midnight. Sometimes they could be a hit and miss once in a while, so maybe this will be it. Who knows? We got Too Cool to Kill, which is a Chinese film where wannabe actor Chung Gong is invited by actress Milan to star in the film playing the role of a hitman killer Carl. When he accepts the invitation, he finds himself drawn into a dangerous conspiracy. So it looks like a Chinese version of that new Nick Cage movie that's coming out, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Kind of looks a little bit like that in a weird way. It could be really interesting to watch. Alright, we got a movie called Strawberry Mansion, which set in a feature where the government records dreams and taxes them. A dream author gets caught in a aging eccentric dream. Could be cool. Looks interesting. We got a movie called The Last Bus, where an old man whose wife has just passed away uses his free local bus pass to travel to the other end of the UK to where they originally moved from, using only local buses on a nostalgic trip, but only carrying his wife's ashes in a small suitcase, taking her back, and doing so he meets local people. By the end of his trip, he becomes a celebrity. This actually looks really touching. Looks really interesting to watch, so maybe it'll be decent. We got Streamline, which stars Penn star Levy Miller. Jason Isaac is in this. Where 15-year-old Benjamin Lane is on the brink of a swim meet that could allow him to qualify for the Olympics. Pushed by his ruthless coach and his mother, it's unclear if he's actually wants the life he's seemingly being forced to chase. However, when his estranged father gets released from jail, he fights to escape the past. His past becomes even more dangerous. Looks really interesting here. Jason Isaac, who should have got nominated for Mass, looks great in this. I think this could be interesting. We got a documentary called President, where in the first Zimbabwean presidential election since Robert Mugabe was ousted in a coup, 40-year-old opposition candidate Nelson Casimir runs against running president Emerson McGuaniga. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Don't really know too much about this, so I've been hearing some interesting stuff. So it could be an interesting documentary, I guess. All right, we got a movie called Fairy Tale. After all, where Sky, a stubborn teenage outcast, finds herself controlled by whimsical characters when she is transported into a world of fantasy fairy tale while attending school. Maronaut show looks really interesting here. The effects look cool, so it could be cool. Now we also got a movie called King Knight, where the high priest of a modern day coven finds his life thrown into turmoil and ventures out on a journey of self-discovery. Looks interesting, I guess. You got Matthew Gray Gober from Criminal Minds fame, so it could be cool. All right, now to a couple of shows premiering. We got Jun Yun's A Kanye trilogy, so it's pretty much a docu series, if you will, about Kanye West. So cool, I guess. We got Big Nate, which kind of looks like Diary of a Wimpy Kid in a weird way. Where 11-year-old Nate and his friends navigate sixth grade with humor, style, whether he's dealing with disasters at home or detention at school. Nate is no stranger to a challenge when he loves it to express himself through cartoons he creates. Could be cute. Could be interesting. Could be cute. It's on Paramount Plus, so there's that. On HBO Max, we got Yabba Dabba Dinosaur Season 2, which is like a Flintstone series, or spin-off series, I guess. Space Force Season 2 with Steve Carell's returning. There's the Cuphead show, following the misadventures of the lovable Cuphead and his cautious but easily stowed brother Mugman as they occur in Isles in search of fun and adventures. Could be really cool right there. It does look really interesting. Animation looks cool. So we also got a Abraham Lincoln documentary called Lincoln's Dilemma, which has Jeffrey Wright and Bill Camp voicing Lincoln and Leslie Odom Jr. as Frederick Douglass, with Jeffrey Wright narrating. So cool. I mean, Abraham Lincoln was one of the most iconic presidents. So another documentary, it should be interesting. Also on Apple, we got Surveillance, starring Adam Scott, Patricia Arquette, Christopher Walken. It's where Mark leads a team of office workers whose memories have been surgically divided between their work and personal lives. When a mysterious colleague appears outside of work, it begins a journey of discovering the truth about their jobs. Looks really interesting. Definitely has a Black Mirror feel to it, so could be cool. Last but not least, we got the Marvelous Miss Maisel Season 4, which I'm going to talk about in a separate video, but they did announce Season 5 as well. But I gotta say, I really quite like Marvelous Miss Maisel. I think this is a really fun, quirky show. Rachel Brosnahan, Alex Borstein's great. So look forward to see where they're going to take Season 4 at. But that's pretty much it. Let me leave you guys. Which of these films or shows are you interested in? Are you interested in Uncharted, Texas Chainsaw, Dog, Miss Maisel, etc.? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Henry signing out.